Go.
This will be an instructional video on how to do sling arms for color guard. The command of sling arms will be called from the right shoulder. When at right shoulder with the rifle unslung, the command sling arms will be given. The cadet will pop the rifle out of their shoulder, bring it to port, grab the butt of the handle of the stock with their right hand, slap the middle of the rifle with their left hand, guide it out towards at a 45-degree angle, pointing to the right, outside of the right side of the body. Push it into the top of the pistol belt on their right hip. Then their right hand will come across. Elbow should be touching the handle of the stock. Left hand coming up on the back side of the rifle. At this point, the left hand will grab this excess tab at the bottom of the sling stock, and they will pull it straight up as far as their hand can extend, and then they will snap it back down as close to their body as they can get it. They will then let go of the tab, grab the sling stock, bring it down to where there's about 4 inches of excess tab on the bottom, and then they're going to grab the sling stop and the excess to where all this excess sling bunches up at the top, and then they will snap it out away from the rifle, and it should make this distinctive pop sound. Then with their left thumb facing inside of the rifle, they're going to flip the sling stop as so to where it's slightly locked, and then with their index finger guiding the sling stop, they're going to hit it into what would normally be the mag well on the rifle on the metal part. Then their left hand will hold the rifle. The right hand will come inverse over the top of the stock, grabbing it here. The left hand will come up, letting some slack into the top of the sling, snapping it out again, making that same pop noise as before. The rifle will be picked up, placed onto the right shoulder, at which point the right hand will come into the rifle, but the tricep should be touching the inside of the rifle. Right hand forearm should be on the inside of the sling, and it should be grabbed at the top of the sling stop, and the left hand will come to attention. This is how to get to sling arms. Now to come out of sling arms, to go to right shoulder, the cadet will swing the rifle in front of them with their right hand still pinned, as so. When they do this, their right hand will meet it in front of their body, kind of like a backwards present arms. So it'll swing in front of them, they'll grab it at the center of the rifle with the sling taut in front of them. Then they're going to grab the rifle on the bottom, twist it and go to port. They're going to snap the rifle, bring it out to a 45 and bring it onto their hip just as they did before. Then their hand is going to come on the rifle just as it did before. Now you're going to grab the tab, again as far away from your body as you can get it. Snap it back down, getting all of the tightness out. Then you're going to grab the sling stop, bring it down to right about where the trigger guard is on the rifle. Flip the sling stop, hit it into the trigger guard. Your right hand will grab the small of the stock where the handle is, and your left hand will bring the rifle back to port. And then from here, you will just go back to right shoulder by bringing your left hand onto the bottom of the stock, bringing the rifle up, saluting, and going back to to right shoulder arms. This has concluded the instructional video on how to go in and out of sling arms for a color guard.